Hello, folks. So, in this video, I'm going to actually check out the build array from permutation. So, basically, we're solving the what do you say, LeetCode problem 1920 build array from permutation, and this is part 9. And I'm just checking out what is the Golang version to run benchmark test. This is 23, actually 123. We have 124 here, and I'm going to run benchmark test over here to understand what is going on. And what is the so I have 124.3 and go test bench run. I'm going to just run it and see how the benchmarking is, how fast it is. And let's see. Okay, this is actually taking a long time. Okay, it's actually making the thing. So yeah, this is 0 bytes. It's all good. And if I even use a different version manager, I think I'll be fine. So if I have, I think they install 1.23 dot 0. I think this one uses 1.23. I just want to understand what is the speed at which it does it. And then we can just go ahead and do it. Go test. So go version 123 test bench filing and I think it's filing and using it. So with 23, 1.20, before it was 1.24, before that it was 1.21 or something. So if you can see here, it still takes the same 58 seconds or whatever, or 57 seconds, depending on how much, like, when it is. Again, it is reducing actually. So let's get rid of this, let's get rid of this, close. So by default, I think the version is whatever you choose. I'm gonna stick with 124, right? And yeah. So now I'm just gonna see how this can be reduced, as in how the time or the space can be reduced for this. I'm planning to actually say minus num and whatnot, nums index and whatnot. And I'm also planning to actually look at how we can actually get rid of this for loop also. For example, whenever there is a negative value, we just go forward, right? So for example, we start from the first, we go left to right only. So if the thing is negative, we actually can make it positive, right? Initially, it won't be negative, so we can make it positive. Only later it will be negative. So if it is equal, it's fine. We can just leave it as it is, right? And whenever we make it negative, we do come back, and then we can go next, and we can just keep making it positive and keep going next, right? So for example, you have multiple indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? Let's say you are here, the value is the same, you leave it. You start here, you go to multiple places, you change the values and come back. And finally, X, is it possible for, I mean, there's a loop here, finally you come back here and you change it. Let's say the loop did not involve 2. So if it starts from here, is it possible for it to go to a loop that 1 was involved in? Let's say this was X, right? Something. And this was Z. If 1 X Z X Z, 2Y something goes somewhere and then it goes to X Z, right? Will that happen ever? I don't think so. So I think we can avoid the minus. If it is negative, we keep going on, right? Hmm. It's equal, we can leave it, right? let's see. Let me just update this. Uh, okay, so let me just update. I'm not going to make it negative. I'm not going to make the equal values negative, right? So now a lot of things, I mean, anything that's equal, just stay. If the value is negative, then I mean, why does it have to be negative though? Hmm, for us to know if we have actually crossed it or passed through it, right? Okay. So to know if we have passed through it, we move on. And once we move on to the next thing, we actually come back to it. Let's say we move on till here. We go in a loop, but we'll come back to this. And we'll go to the next one only. And will we cause, I mean, is it possible to go to, say, let's say you are at 1 and you went to the loop and all that. You wouldn't go to 2. Can we go to 6? No. We'll come back to 1, we'll go to 2. And if you have passed through 2, then it'll be negative, you make it positive, right? All of that. And finally, you will go to 3, um, right? And if this has become negative, okay, or else you go through a loop and all that. And so basically, it's not possible that uh, there are some negatives behind while index is this, right? While index is this, is it possible to have some negatives behind? Assuming you have made them positive using this, right? So negative behind would mean you went to that position and it's negative and index didn't pass through that. Index can't jump, right? I mean, index jumps only while traveling, but it comes back. Let's say it's here. It can go here and it comes back to 1 only. And then index goes next here only. Right? So if it's negative, it would have made it positive. And if it goes through it, it's negative, yes. It'll come back to it. And then you can just make it positive, I think, right? Like once you're at the stop point index, um, hmm, it's a tricky thing though because then you should probably not do index plus plus always because if you move on from the stop point index, then they made the value negative over here, right? You shouldn't make the value negative. Uh, you should make the value negative only if it's this or else not. So yeah, that's a tricky thing. So if it is this, the next index is top pointer index, then index is equal to that and then break out of loop, or you can actually say I will actually remove just wondering if it makes sense to have negative stuff. You go around, let's say you go to this, and come back. Now start from 2, you probably will go to another loop or whatever, so you don't want to do that. So it's better to have this, but I think there might be problems if we don't remove this index plus plus. Let's see. So I'll just make this as nums of index is equal to nums of index minus 1 and this one is minus, right? And then whenever it's negative, we make it positive. right? And yeah, that's it. Here we don't do anything. It's equal using it. Just a moment, let me charge my laptop. Okay, so let's remove this and let's see if it works out. Alright, I think it might not work out because of that one index plus plus. There'll be some minus somewhere, right? Let's see, it's running. It's using 1.21.4, I think, or is there an error? I think some problems. Um, Let me actually close this up and open it up again. And I'll close this for now. And let me probably even stop this recording or okay, so I think I can just do this dot slash 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 and it says failed. So there's a lot of minus minus, right? You can actually see that. This is most probably because of the plus plus, right? It's minus 2, it's basically 1, 3. Answer is this is expected. I will actually just fix this by I'll fix this by just removing the one index plus plus. Not this. Oh, one moment. I will open up this, and we basically need to just remove one index plus plus, and then we should be good to go. This index plus plus we need to remove, and we can say index plus plus here, and what is this? Where is unused? Interesting. Okay. And we can use index plus plus here, and yeah, no other place we need to use index plus plus. Can we run the benchmarks again? Yep, it passes. So that's the magic. Now we don't even need the whole thing, right? And just a moment. Okay, so I think I'll try to run the benchmark on this now, and let's see how that goes, and then I'll stop because my current is gone, so I just can't do much. It actually can do faster now, and it only takes lesser time. Cool, so I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this, and just a moment, and I'm gonna just update this, say update 1920 problem with better solution, right? And we're good to go. Cool. That's all I had for this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.